How does Gaza look in what I'm seeing on videos and TV right now versus March of 2023? It's a complete, absolute night and day difference. Gaza is a place that's always struggling humanitarily as well as medically. We have to realize that typically 500 trucks a day enter Gaza with relief, which is medicines, food, merchandise, things to just live. We're not talking luxury. And right now, only 5, 10, 20 trucks are getting in a day, not even on a daily basis. So what's happening now is just catastrophic in all senses. I mean, you really need like 1,000 trucks a day, maybe more, to try to keep people alive and sustain them. And it's not happening. I was just there in March with Imana. I saw unlivable conditions where you don't know when food is coming in, when you're unemployed, 60% of the population is unemployed, when over like 60% of the population is under the age of 18, and there's no hope. My name is Dr. Ismail Maher. I'm an anesthesiologist in upstate New York, and I'm the chairman for Imana Medical Relief, the Islamic Medical Association North America. My first experience to Gaza was in 2009 during the 2009 war, Operation Cast Lead, I believe the name was. A team of 8 of us arrived a few days before the ceasefire. We entered through the Rafah border crossing. My first patient was a patient who had cancer, and I went there during a war. I was there literally as bombings were taking place, as F-16s were flying over and bombing Gaza. I still remember I was just sitting there as we were preparing to go to the operating room, was like realizing the impact this embargo had and has continued to have on the healthcare system and people in Gaza. Access to chemotherapy is not there, access to radiation therapy, access to dialysis, access to medicines. 2009, there was only 2 CT scanners in the whole entire region, and only one of them worked. Subsequently, I've returned through the Erez crossing, which is the crossing between Israel and Gaza, numerous times. I was just there in March, and have gone in the smaller teams where we've gone for plastic reconstructive surgical programs and been taking care of children with just traumatic burns that have left them functionally debilitated as well as cosmetically debilitated. Many, many different reasons for the burns. Some of it has been conflict related. Some of it has just been the conditions that people have to live in Gaza. So we do our part. Presently, right now, to get into Gaza it's not happening. No one is getting out, even individuals who are international citizens who are visiting Gaza or there for humanitarian work have not been able to get out. We do not have a team inside Gaza directly. We're working with partners inside Gaza, the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, to procure supplies and whatnot through the current market and commodities that were available, and that's since now deplenished and no longer available. There's no painkillers left. There's no anesthesia medicines. Imagine being operated on the floor of Johns Hopkins Hospital, literally on the floor, your child's being operated on, being held down because there's no painkillers and no anesthesia. This is what's taking place. And mind you, as the generator runs out of diesel, now people are opening up flashlights if their batteries are working and pointing them at you and trying to operate and take care of your child. This is a daily occurrence right now. We're working behind the scenes, Imana is to bring things in. But the individual in our own says, we don't even need any aid. We just need safety. I mean, that's literally one of the messages from a friend of mine was yesterday. He was like, what medicines, what supplies, what do we need to put together? What are you seeing? He's like, brother, none of that. I just need safety for my family. I need safety. Over 1 million people have been displaced. 600,000 are homeless. 1/3 of the hospitals are no longer even open meaning even functional any longer. Another stat that was amazing that I took pause as a physician was there's 50,000 expecting mothers right now this month in Gaza. Where are you going to go deliver? What are you going to do for a C-section? And something I realized in 2009 when the first time I went and came back was we in the world, in the media, we look at the casualties and the injured based on the bombings and the shellings and the gunfire and whatnot. Like, oh, these are casualties of war. What we forget are the people who will die afterwards. The elderly grandmother who's on dialysis, who might be safe somewhere hiding and is not going to lose her life because of the bombing and shelling, but she's going to die in a week or so because she's not going to get dialysis access. Will she be counted as a casualty of war? People don't realize. When a child goes into an asthma attack and now there's no inhalers available for that child. I've literally heard stories through my years of going back for Gaza at times when, children and people dying just from asthma because they couldn't get access to the medicines and things they need. These are the casualties of the embargo that never get added in, and they're going to be the casualties of this conflict right now afterwards that are going to take place. I think that's what people fail to realize. Gaza has always lived on a lifeline, and now when the catastrophic events such as this war take place, that lifeline is completely shut down. I would be there in a heartbeat in Gaza, and my other colleagues go with me. And that's definitely, we're ready. Our flags are packed and ready to go. But until then, we have to do and serve the people in whatever capacity we can. Something I believe in is control what you can and don't worry about what you can't control. So we're controlling what we can, which is now getting supplies, getting the medicines and things ready. They want to see the outside world. They want to see what normalcy is, but they have no hope and they're hopeless, and they share their hopelessness with you. As things open up, as things get in, we're going to need hundreds and millions of, or if not billions of dollars across the board to make a difference in Gaza. But until then, you have a voice. If you have a conscience, if you go to bed at night saying, I can't believe what I'm seeing happening in Gaza, then you can't go to bed without raising your voice. You need to get on your laptop, your keyboard, and state that I don't support this, or that I am appalled at what's taking place. And more of us need to do that.